What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, Pulling Guard with Johan. Today we are going to be discussing the NFL Championship round, the AFC Championship, and the NFC Championship. We're going to start with the Patriots versus Broncos and end with the Seahawks versus Rams. Seahawks versus Rams was a really good game. Patriots versus Broncos was kind of a stinker, but I guess you can attest that to the weather a little bit. So let's just go ahead and start with this game first, the Patriots versus Broncos. Drake May went 10 for 21 with 86 passing yards, 0 TDs, 0 interceptions. He didn't play the best of games, even in the first half before weather was a factor in this one. He wasn't playing great. The Broncos defense was able to get some good pressure. Patrick Surtain was having a really good half. They kind of just let Patrick Surtain kind of be on an island with all the matchups that he had, and he was able to withstand that. He stood the test of the receivers they gave him, which I guess that's why they call him the best cornerback in the league, which I feel like I can argue with, but I will not. PS2 is top 2, top 3 for sure. Travion Henderson only carried the ball 3 times, had 5 yards, and Ramon Stevenson carried it 25 for 71 yards. Only Drake May was able to rush it in. That one rushing touchdown whenever he scrambled to the right, I believe. I can't remember what quarter. Their leading receiver was Mac Hollins. 2 receptions, 51 yards, longest being 25 yards. Or 31 yards, sorry. Again, no touchdowns thrown on the Patriots side, but they didn't need to because they were able to silence the Broncos offense after that great, I think it was second drive with Jared Stidham where he threw the touchdown pass to who was it? Cortland Sutton. It was a nice play by Jared Stidham. Obviously, Bo Nix broke his ankle last week in the divisional round, so was not able to play this game. But he was able to play, he wasn't able to. But Jared Stidham did come in for Bo Nix. He was looking pretty good, honestly, in the first couple drives. But after that, Patriots defense was able to get some good pressure on him and make him make some quick throws, quick decisions. It kind of showed why he was a backup in this league. That second drive was something special, man, though. He was able to throw pretty well. He went 17 for 31 with 133 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The interception was a costly error, flipped the field for the Patriots. Were able to, I think, get a field goal on that and ended up being the game-winning field goal at the end. Or that might have been the touchdown, I can't remember. But Jared Stidham was rolling to his left, was getting pressured, tried to throw the ball away, and kind of just chucked it a little. Ended up being a fumble, I'm pretty sure, on that one. And then I can't remember his interception. RJ Harvey was carried it 13 times for 37 yards, no touchdowns. They were able to shut down the run of the Broncos pretty easily on the Patriots side. Their leading receiver was Marvin Mims, 4 receptions, 62 yards, longest being 52, and he had 62 total yards. Jared Stidham fumbled once and then intercepted it or threw an interception. It was a defensive battle back and forth. Let me take a look at the team stats. Let's see if we can see. Yeah, so the Patriots had 5 sacks for a loss of 21 yards. Broncos had 3 sacks for a loss of 21 yards, 31, or that can't be right. Yeah, 3 sacks for 31 yards. So just a little bit more damage done, even though they had less sacks on the Broncos side. But like I said, that defensive back kind of core really was able to shut down the Patriots wide receivers and kind of silenced their wide receiver one, Stephon Diggs, and that's why they had to resort to Mac Hollins being their number one receiver. But that second half, it just got messy after the snow came in. You kind of had to believe that both teams knew that this storm was rolling in, but it kind of seemed like they weren't prepared for it. I guess they were hoping it'd hold off until after the game, but that second half was just sloppy football on both sides. It was kind of a who wanted it more. And it ended up being the Patriots. I do think the Broncos were the better team overall. I do think they win that game if they have Bo Nix, but it's a whole lot of ifs now, especially since Bo Nix got injured the week prior. So we can move on. So Patriots obviously advanced to Super Bowl for the first time since Tom Brady being there. I think that's 6-ish years. It's a big moment. It's one of the fastest rebuilds in the NFL probably ever. They only really had a struggle for about 3-4 years, that Mac Jones era and kind of Cam Newton era, but now that they have Drake May, I believe he's their guy. Obviously, moving forward, he's a great quarterback, one of the best in the league, and he's going to be great for a long time, unfortunately. And Mike Vrabel's an amazing coach, probably coach of the year now. I know they say it doesn't, they don't take into account the postseason, but I mean, after seeing the run that the Patriots have, I guess voting's already closed, huh? So I do think it's going to be Mike Vrabel overall, just the job he's done and the seed they were able to get for the playoffs. But yeah, Patriots in the Super Bowl, and now we move on to what people are calling the real Super Bowl. We have Seahawks, Rams. This was a back and forth game, some crazy moments, especially in that third and fourth quarter. We're going to start off with the Rams kind of stat breakdown. Matthew Stafford, 22 for 35, 374 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He took 1 sack. That was for a loss of 9 yards. His QBR was 81.5. Matthew Stafford played a pretty good game here. He kind of showed why he was a great veteran quarterback. He fought through adversity. They were able to make some big plays against that great Seahawks defense. And yeah, I mean, he ran a little bit this game, which you never see Matthew Stafford run. So it kind of showed that he wanted this game. He wanted to go to the playoffs or Super Bowl. Sorry, he wanted to go to the Super Bowl, win that second one. Especially since he may be getting this MVP award in the coming weeks. Their leading rusher was Blake Corum, 9 carries, 55 yards, and Kyren Williams had 10 carries with 39 yards. So they really shut down Kyren Williams in the run game. Their kind of main focus was kind of shut down Nacua, and he's not going to beat us this time because he had 210 yards, I believe, in one of their previous matchups in the regular season against the Seahawks. So they definitely did not want Puka beating them, and so the pass rush and the run stoppers were able to get in there and mitigate the kind of yardage the run game was able to get. Puka did put up some pretty good numbers. It wasn't 210 yards, but it was pretty dang close in the grand scheme of things. He had 9 receptions for 165 yards for a touchdown, and Devontae Adams had 4 receptions for 89 yards and a touchdown. And yeah, I mean, they and then the other receiving touchdown was Kyren Williams. Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for more from Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua. Those two are a great 1-2 punch. I think it ultimately really did come down to the special teams, which has been a problem for the Rams all season. They fired their special teams coordinator. They've switched things up. They've mixed things around, and time and time again, they just continue to fail on that side of the ball. And when you're not clicking on all 3 phases, you cannot win a football game. You have to be one. You have to have that offense, that defense, and that special teams as a unit, like tight. You cannot have any mistakes, especially this deep in the playoffs. If you want to make those deep playoffs runs, make it to the Super Bowl. And ultimately, it was the special teams that let them down once again, with that muffed punt to flip the field in this game. I think that was second quarter. I can't recall. But on the Seahawks side, it was Sam Darnold playing the game of his life. It was the biggest game in Sam Darnold's career to make it to the Super Bowl, to rewrite his story pretty much. He was dumped by Vikings last year after winning, I think it was 13 games, because they wanted to go with J.J. McCarthy, a.k.a. 9, which he was pretty mid to bad this year. I think he threw more interceptions than touchdowns, so that's never a good sign. And he comes to Seattle, takes over where Geno Smith had been the last couple of years. Obviously, Geno Smith was terrible with the Raiders this year, did not pan out for them. They spent a lot of money on him, and it just did not work out. But Sam Darnold comes to Seattle and is able to lead this team to the Super Bowl. It is just an amazing story. You love to see it. After his time at the Jets, goes to the 49ers, becomes a backup, especially after his small stint in Carolina, goes to the Vikings, proves everybody wrong, comes to Seattle, proves everybody wrong again. I'm rooting for Sam Darnold in this Super Bowl just to, it's kind of an underdog story. Maybe not the team, but he is for sure. But again, he went 25 for 36 on completion, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns. He got sacked 3 times, 25 yards. Kenneth Walker was able to get them some not big yardage as in a lot, but important moments. He was able to pull out those first downs. He carried the ball 19 times for 62 yards, rushed in 1. And Sam Darnold rushed for three carries, 9 yards. And their leading receiver, obviously JSN, 10 receptions, 153 yards, 1 touchdown. Cooper Kupp also caught a touchdown. You love to see it against his former team, the Rams, which he was a Super Bowl MVP with a couple years ago, I think in 2021 against the Bengals. And then also Jake Bobo. He caught a touchdown. I think that was his 4th ever catch in the NFL, and it was for a pretty important. I think it was a go-ahead maybe, or it was that second touchdown maybe, for the Seahawks. I can't remember. But yeah, and he made a great play on special teams too. So what a game for Jake Bobo. Just a fun name to say as well, Bobo. The play that who was it? I'm trying to look and see. Can't remember. Who was it? I can't recall the guy's name. Oh, Rick Woolen had about the worst 2 minutes in football you could possibly have. He drops an interception to stop the Rams, and it's 4th and 12. He's taunting. Refs tell him to go away. He will not go away. He keeps yapping in McVay's and Matthew Stafford's ear, yells at the Rams bench, gets an unsportsmanlike conduct. Very next play that is in regulation, Matthew Stafford drops the dime to Nacua and makes it a 1-score game. I think it's in the 4th quarter. So that was a costly mistake by Rick Woolen, but he ended up making up for it. Had a couple of breakups on the next drive, but that was awful by Rick Woolen. You cannot have that. I saw some rookies on the sideline on the broadcast chewing them out, because you can just simply not have unsportsmanlike conduct in that moment, especially when it's 4th and 12. That's insane. But yeah, I mean, thankfully it did not affect them too much. They ended up pulling out the win. Yeah, so it's Seahawks, Patriots in the Super Bowl. I will make a breakdown and prediction video on that in the coming days. but I do think Seahawks win that game pretty easily. I think they have the better defense. I think they have the better offense. A lot of people are like, well, when Sam Darnold again becomes Sam Darnold again? I think this is the new Sam Darnold. He is not going back to his old ways, I believe, or at least like Jets days. Sure, he's going to make a couple mistakes here and there, but I think he's a quarterback here to stay. I think he's going to be the Seahawks quarterback for a long time and hopefully have a lot of success with that team, especially with JSN and the team they're building around him. They have a lot of young guys on defense, a lot of good young pieces on offense as well, especially with that running back core. Sad that Charbonnet tore his ACL, but Kenneth Walker, I think he could carry the load. But I do think, pause, no Diddy, I think he can. I think they can pull off the win in on February 8th to win the Super Bowl against the Patriots. The Patriots offense just will not be able to keep up with the Seahawks offense, and I think that Seahawks defense is one of the best ever. So not best ever, but it's one of the best in the league for sure. But yeah, so I think the Seahawks are able to shut down Patriots on Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. I'm going to be putting out a Super Bowl prediction video soon, UFC prediction video too. There's another card. Oh my goodness, I'm blanking. Oh, Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez this Saturday. So I'll do a picks and predictions video of that. I did pretty good on my picks last week. I think I only got 1 or 2 fights wrong. A lot of fights got canceled, so it kind of helped me out there. But I think, yeah, I only got that Denzel Freeman fight wrong and Nikita Krylov fight, I'm pretty sure. So I did pretty good on picks. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.